Hello and welcome to the show. Our first interview will be with Alistair, or...
Hold on. Just gotta keep the country safe.
Yeah, gotta keep the country.
Hello.
Yay, Alistair. Alright, come in, Alistair. Take a seat. Okay.
Oh, I'm stopping a minute, okay?
So,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. It's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
There's a lot of debate over this war going on. Some people think it's nearly over. Some people think it's just the beginning. What's your view on it?
I believe that this war is kind of fruitless. Nothing's really going to come out of it.
Yeah.
And I really don't understand why the communists are trying to slip under the peace deal that's just been made by MP William. I'm slightly confused why they're doing it, because we had this kind of short war which nothing really happened. We made a peace deal, and then they immediately just signed it, and then they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna just do a load of stuff that we said we would. So it's kind of annoying that it's happening, and we're trying to stop it from escalating at the moment.
As a soldier, like a guard, do you have any ideas on how to stop this war?
Well, I believe what we just have to do is, if we can, just solve it diplomatically. Because if we could sort it out without having to make any kind of war, or we have to fight each other, that would just be the best outcome for people.
Look like we have a little intruder.
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of them. Give me a sec. See, I'm always on the job keeping the country safe from things like this.
Finally, are there any plans that you have after the war's over?
Well, I think what we really want to do after the war is over is to kind of restore peace and prosperity to everyone living in this country that we have, and that I really hope that it can be solved diplomatically, and that afterwards we could make it so much of a better place without all this argument and war happening.
I totally agree. Thanks for coming on the show, Alistair. It's been great having you.
Thank you very much.
Next, we're interviewing someone on the other side, and we'll see their reaction just after a short break.
Tonight on Late Night with Mr. Chaz, we interview Slippery Lizard, aka Alfie, to see what he thinks about the current events.
Hi, Alfie. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great. So, it's nice to have you on the show.
Glad to be here.
Alright, so you're on the communist team, right? The communist country.
Yeah, I am. But I'm not a communist per se. I just live there.
So you'd say you just joined because you wanted to live there?
Well, no, I lived there and then communism started. Yeah.
So communism actually started after people started living there?
Me, Jakey J, and Archipel 123, followed by L Tulips. We just kind of set up there, and then sort of the government was formed, so we kind of, we decided to make a sort of an opposition to the government.
Speaking of the government, do you think that William is a good leader for the mainland? Is he doing the right kind of stuff a leader should?
I think he's trying to. He's going in the right direction, trying to enforce peace, have peacekeepers, etc. Just trying to bring order to, his constitution, which he's trying to do. It's just he's going about it trying to use violence. like employing the peacekeepers, for example. He's using violence rather than, I don't know, words, say.
So, like, do you think when the communists are fighting in the war, that you will use the less violence and more peace and diplomacy?
Well, up until very recently, the communists have been sort of a self-defense only kind of people. We'll only attack them if they attack us or show aggression towards us.
But what do you have to say about the TNT that was discovered in Parliament? Would you say that's the communists triggering the war, or would you say that's a misunderstanding?
Well, I can say now that has been there since the government building was put up. That has been there for a very long time. They only found it there, and they thought that Lord Hatchank 68 put it there just because he was on the scene of the crime.
Oh, well, that's very interesting to hear the side of the view from the communists. But it looks like it's daytime now, so that's all the time we've got. Thank you for coming, Alfie. Very nice to have you.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Make sure to catch the next episode.